Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just as the dog went out to walk out the door, I dare say to probably bark at something shortly. He keeps a very good eye on the house, I can tell you. He barks very suddenly when there's someone walking past. It's a beautiful morning outside at the moment. Absolute clear blue skies, stillness everywhere, heat already. We have a predicted forecast for the temperature to be 41 degrees Celsius here in Port Elliot, so that's hot. So I've got all the curtains closed and the air conditioner going at the moment in readiness because I really don't like that sort of heat. And I've got the air conditioner, I'll use it. Although, lovely day, it looks beautiful at the moment. Not many birds out though. Good morning, Hilda, or good evening actually. So, because it's a good morning on a full moon day, dear Roz, and all in the chat. Yes, I noticed last night that it was full moon. Glorious shining light from it was gorgeous. Didn't stay out to appreciate it though. But anyway, that's all right. So a good evening to you, Hilda. And we have a good morning, a lovely tad warm today from Michaela. Absolutely, just did the little mini weather report. Thank you. And we have Michaela saying dogs are great protectors. Oh, it's going to be 43 where you are. Yeah, we're a bit further south of Adelaide, so it's a little cooler because of the Southern Ocean straight south from where I live. So it does tend to be just that little bit less in degrees from Adelaide. At full moon in also, yes it is. Yep, I noticed that last night. I haven't been keeping an eye on my astrology charts or the the calendar, the moon calendar. I do have one somewhere. Some of those things are just going by the wayside at the moment for my attention. So it's in Leo. Oh, cool, fiery. That'll be good. I must look it up. Thank you for that reminder, Michaela. Now, I'm Rosboundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you all the daily Lenormand card spread reading, just in case I forgot to introduce myself, because I might not have in my readiness to share such an intriguing weather report. It's not often we get over the 40 degrees here in Port Elliot, I can tell you. Okay, so we'll go across to the cards, tune into your psychic senses, bring in the guidance from your guiding spirits, and let's go. And I've already got that zoomed up. I didn't think I'd prepared that properly. Here we have the cards. It is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck as per usual with Ciro Marchetti's deck. We do use the expanded edition here. It's a lovely set. I absolutely love it. And Jam, how are you? Hi Chica. Lovely to see you here. You just popped on yesterday, I think it was, when I'd noticed that your comment was there, but I'd just hit that final end broadcast button. So lovely to catch you this morning. Lovely to have you here from YouTube. Now, the three cards that we've got today is interesting. For our main theme, we've got the coffin. In the centre, we've got in the home space the dog. And in the workspace, we've got the rider. Very interesting. I love it. Love it. And we do have our card on the side, which is very hard to read, that white there. Being unique is better than being perfect. It's very hard to read that white. But I think that owl is perfect. Isn't it gorgeous? Ah, lovely, lovely, lovely. And I seem to keep having a frog in the throat. I think because my throat hasn't warmed up at this time of the morning, which is a little bit sad, annoying, but whatever. I'm warming it up as we're chatting now. Well, as I'm chatting to you now. Yes. And Michaela's saying, weather keeps us amused anyway. It does. We do need to live in the environment that we have, don't we? And many in the other part of the world are in freezing conditions. So I'm happy to just be where I am. Thank you. You put your crystals outside until midnight. What's the reasoning for putting it outside until midnight, Jam? I haven't heard that one myself before. I do know and understand putting crystals out on full moons, but didn't know there was a timeline as far as up until midnight. Didn't know that one. Be very interesting to see that. So thank you for sharing it. And Hilda, full moon will be at 14:55 your time here in Switzerland, according to your moon calendar. Aha. Oh, that's so has it happened at its fullness yet? I did just notice that yes, we are in a full moon phase last night, and I just went to bed because it was that time of night. I was locking up the house and went outside to do something. Anyway, I did go outside to do something. Oh, that's lovely. Came back in because it was tired. I was tired. There you go. Good morning, Ros and all from Sharon. And we do have Fiona here. Good morning, Ros, girly, and all around the globe. Afternoon or good evening, which we've already shared. Jam, you're saying it was cold here yesterday and made beef stew. Oh, yummy. Yummy, yummy. Yes, I do like a good beef stew. I like a good lamb stew too, as an Irish stew. I've done those before too. So that indicates that you are one of our globals. So nice to have you here. So it'd be your evening then. And 99 degrees full last night. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Understand that. I probably need to get out my... Can I get out the Astro Gold? I'll see if I can open that right now. It might take a bit of resources away from what we're doing. Oops. Clock right now. It is... Let me just have a look. I've got moon as being 29 degrees. Oh, hang on. 15 degrees into the Leo on the 11th house. That's what I've got as far as a transit goes. 15 degrees and 23 degrees is the sun, so it's not full moon here yet, so it must have just gone past it. There you go. There you go. I'll just, actually what I will do is I'll just swap these around and show you what it is. I can do it that way, can't I? Let's just do a quick screen share. And then you can have a quick look. I've got the time this morning because of the temperature. Did that share the screen? What's happened here? I've got something that's changed around. Let me see. Ah, it's not sharing. It's not sharing the little app. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. Oh, bugger. Oh well, we'll go back to just the cards then. I thought it was going to share the Astro Gold. Obviously not. Anyway, what we have, now that I'm going to zoom into the cards, we're going to concentrate on the cards. What I was saying was because of the temperature predicted, there is a hot weather policy with the volunteering space that I go to now. Once it gets over a certain degrees, we don't need to attend because part of the workspace is a work shed type of thing for the timbers, for the woodworking. Woodworking. Where I do the work it's in a little toy factory type thing. So there's where all the toys are made up in the shed part, and I'm part of the painting team and sometimes the kitchen team in a kitchen. So it's lovely work. I love it. Here we have the 3 cards. I'm not trying to not hold you up anymore than necessary, basically. So where did I get to? It was the 99 degree full last night with the moon. I couldn't bring up my Astro Gold. Shaz, have I shared that one? I had beef stew last night too. Well, isn't that coincidental? I had some yummy pork chops last night. And that'll be your evening. Yes. Yeah, so probably last night is when that happened. Okay, gotcha, Hilda. I thought it was with what the... oh, excuse me. With what the Astro Gold was showing me. Now, Jam, in response to my question, why midnight, I was told by my spirit angels to do it, I guess to get new energy in the rocks. Oh, it definitely is. It renews and refreshes the inbuilt, like the energy. It helps to feed them, I suppose, with the crystals, to put them out in the moonlight. Relivens them. It's a wonderful thing to do. I haven't done it no, I didn't even think of it last night because I was too tired by the time I went to go to bed, which was past midnight. Sandra, today most of us will be conserving our energy. Yes, exactly. It is going to be a bit draining at the 41 degrees, I can tell you. Absolutely. And those lovely little emojis, thank you. And Hilda's saying no tonight. So for you, so it's still to come. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that Astro Gold for when it absolutely matches, and then I'll take the screenshot of that. Good. Thank you so much for sharing all this information. And Fiona has shared the numerology. So the day today is, as a date, is a 5 number. And the cards are 18, 8 and 9, 1 and 9. And it equals to the end is a 1 as we bring it down to that single digit. So it is definitely the start of this journey here. Connecting with the Rider card. Interesting, isn't it? So interesting. Let's get to it, because what we have is something that is going to be completing, ending. We've got the coffin in the theme position for today. All these things here that are collected and put in with the sarcophagus in the what is an Egyptian burial. This is definitely an Egyptian theme one, because it's got Anubis, the god, who is in the process of sending off the spirit, the soul, to its next journey, getting ready for the reincarnation on its next life. Whoever and whatever is with it in the burial space. I don't think every Egyptian had a burial that was to do with a pyramid or in a pyramid, but they were certainly encased. They were embalmed, the heart and some of the other organs separated, and they were sent off. I think what happened was Anubis would weigh the heart and, as its worthiness to go on its next journey type of thing, something like that. And all the treasures that the person had would be sent with it, supposedly. So, it's just fascinating the way that we have our stories from history, from wherever else, from what we've brought with us from past lifetimes and moving into the next. If you believe in that. I feel that myself, it is a truth. So whether all of the stuff comes with you, I doubt it. It's just physical objects. But it helps to move that energy from the old. It's clearing out what we have as part of that death process. So with this case and being in our main theme, it is today something that is ending for us. So whether there is an actual death in your environment, your life, your family, friends, community, that type of energy of a physical death, it is, or it could be something that you are doing that, or an experience that is sending you that message that this is finished. And that can be, divorce. It can be friendships ending. It can be a project. It can be a specific living in a particular place and you're moving ending. It's all sorts of different ways that we can actually interpret the coffin. It's an ending. Okay, so that's the theme. Feel that message of positivity in it, because it is positive cleansing energies, and very appropriate that we've got the full moon that cleanses the energies from what is in its fullness. We then start to clear and cleanse the crystals out for the night or day. Usually it is in the night moon energy that they're put out. All the types of things that we can do as ceremony to mark that ending. So think what you do. What are your intentions with that is the new energy coming in? Here we have the dog already. Now go to the comments first so I don't get too far behind. So we had the numbers. I'll just pop that up again from Fiona, because there's been a few comments and I can see a couple of newbies popping into the comments as well. So day number of 5, cards combined as a 1. Good morning, Leslie. Lovely to have you here, and keep cool. Absolutely, I will be. The air conditioner is on already. I don't want it getting too hot before it has to struggle to keep up with what is a very hot day. Jam, so ready for change for this week. Yeah, absolutely, isn't it? And you can feel it coming. It is something that's in the air, isn't it? And whether it's being cooked out today by the weather, I don't know. Sandra, a cousin of yours passed away, and you've been analysing your own contributions in this particular life. Isn't it wonderful how the cards really are synchronising with the messaging that we're getting? Really does show and accentuate and give us extra input, understanding from what's happening around us. And Jam, yeah, we shedding the old and new comes to a new birth. Yes, absolutely. Hilda, my sincere condolences to Sandra. Yes, that's a lovely message to pass on to Sandra, Hilda. Thank you very much for that. And condolences from Fiona as well. So thank you for that, Fiona. And Jam, your friends thought that I thought were friends are not no more. Keep positive vibes around you. Yes, and that can be. I think it's a reminder that we do need to sometimes remind ourselves that there are friendships that are friendships. There's relationships as well that are sometimes reason, season, lifetime. I love that phrase because not every single one of our relationships and friendships do last forever. They really are situational, or they can be a placement of space of where we live, and when we move away it just seems to dissolve because of the location proximity, and well, we become involved in what we need to be concentrating on in the now. The energy shifts, it clears and cleanses. So yes, exactly all of that, Jam. So positive vibes around that. And Jam's giving Sandra virtual hugs. Thank you, Jam. And Michaela as well, those hugs, condolences. It is hard at times to have people passing around us, but just knowing that there is the continuity, that's how I feel around death physical. It does bring those smiles to my mind when I think of those who have passed, who have been very, very special. Especially my ex-husband has passed. Even yesterday there were thoughts popping into my mind of special moments that we had. And I don't know why that was occurring. Look, it's just thoughts and, it's knowing that we've had wonderful experiences with people, and for some it can be shitty ones too. It's all a part of what our life is, and just that living fully. Okay, now we're going to go, good morning, it's your good evening, isn't it, Mark? Hi, and how are you? It's lovely to have you on live. Thanks for popping in. We're still only up to the dog. I'm taking my time today because I can. I'm not having to go to my usual day out today at the volunteering. Weather being too hot. Now, here we are in our home space, and it is specifically that the dog is in readiness to go play, walk, do anything. The unconditional love that we have from dogs. And in our home space, this is the family, friends, and community, and being ready for anything, and that absolute love. It really is an absolute love and readiness. We're ready for that today. And just in what we've already shared as far as condolences for Sandra and her, the passing of a cousin and all of that, it's that readiness to be the companion that we need in the moment. And that's what we're seeing here in our home space. Be ready. Go and play with the dog. Have the loving cuddles and hugs. They'll be our companion. And there's that energetic companion from spirit today in the same sense. So take those opportunities that are around when you need to sit and feel that hug, to feel that let's go play, and lift your spirits up and join in with that dog in play. get that ball active and do all that it's needing. It's lovely, isn't it? Now, back to the comments now, because I'll shift across in a sec to the workspace. And thank you from Mark. Thank you. It is so lovely to see friends' faces every so often. We don't have to be here every day to know that these friends surround us as well. And we get reincarnated. Yes, yes. That's right. The energy, the spirit is with us all the time, surrounding us until we learn our lesson here. Absolutely. And we become angels, spirits, and part of that world that absolutely my feeling, my understanding of how this life is, that this is the experience and we go back home. So I love feeling it that way because it just means so much more to me, being able to choose what we do here now in this life. Until we learn our lesson, then we go to heaven. Yes, heaven, we go back home. Whatever name that you give it, it is your meaning, your understanding. And isn't it a joy to know that we're not bound here forever? In my view, although our world, the Mother Earth, and what we do have here, absolutely wonderful place and space to experience the learning that we do, but you sort of think it's not perfect, but it is in the way that we are learning and growing as we're living our life. I do much prefer thinking and feeling absolutely to my depths and my soul that this isn't home, where we are in that heavenly space in whatever way we understand it is home. So Sandra, thanks so much. I'm open to joy, laughter and fun. I'm grateful for the many cherished memories, kindness and understanding coming in so many different forms. Absolutely, don't they? And being here on this earth, we get those moments of pure heavenly joy as well. We just need to understand it is one in a sense. Inner sense as well. God inside us. Yes, we do not go to church to believe in God. It's everywhere. You just confirmed that I'd said there. Wonderful, isn't it? And Mark, life is a blessing, isn't it? Absolutely is. So as we're going to move across to our workspace, even just these two cards are just so absolutely meaningful. Isn't it beautiful, really? The coffin card is not a negative card in my view. We are on a new path. And here we have it confirmed with our rider in the workspace. I don't consider my workspace, what I do, to be work. It is a joy. I live in anticipation of what's next. And this is just showing it, that new pathway, the new message that we're getting. The letter in her hand is ready to give us that message. There's other messages in a bag for other people. It's almost like the glorious postie girl, as far as, the postal systems, what we've got left of them. They seem to be decreasing every day. We don't get daily post mail run anymore. We were getting spoiled. We still get what we need. And this is going to give us what we need in the message that we're receiving today. So be open to it. The rainbow to me is just all possibilities. It's always going to symbolise that's a promise of better, all sorts to come, because it's got all the colours of the rainbow in being a rainbow. It's got whatever possibilities we want from our work. Put in your intention and match it with whatever that message is. Bring it to light. Start that journey, because whatever is ending, and remember we did have the coffin recently in the workspace, bring it to life with that new start, that new journey that we're going to be seeing in that realm now. Okay. Oh, isn't it? So now we've got the emojis from Michaela. They're showing up this time, so that's all right. And Jam saying we all have to reach 5D, the 3D will struggle. Look, yeah, the frequencies and all of those levels and layers, look, I just feel, for me, the way I understand it, yes, we do just need to keep growing, keep lightening our load and heightening what we're experiencing as our individual souls, as our being who we are. There's so many different ways of understanding that. So we do need to rise. And in the future is going to be spiritual light workers. Absolutely, I think, because it's a lot of information and stuff that we've had as our downloads, and moving forward, is it an up? Is it just forward? Is it whatever way? It doesn't matter. It's change, it's growth, it's growing, it's shifting that frequency. So of who we are, we can feel it. It just really is different. Be in that flow. I'm off to the doctors. Off to ring your doctors. Have a fab day, Ros Girl, in all around the globe. Have a glorious afternoon and a wonderful evening as well. I'm adding a bit to that from Fiona's. And so true, Jam. No more lies or conning us. Big change. Truth we will know. There certainly is shift happening, and that is the flow of what's ahead. So true. So true. Now, that is the essence of our reading. It is that change. It is something old ending. That theme we have for our day today, old, it's out. There is that death, that end, the completion of something in our life today. Be open for that message, ready for that wonderful, loving, unconditional energy of people around us that's moving us forward on new journeys in home and workspace. So they do go in combination to a degree, but certainly if it's a space that you need to keep your work separate, as in working for someone else or somewhere else, know that there's definitely a big shift coming there as well. Beautiful cards. They are absolutely delightful today. So thank you for joining me, and especially since it's been such a long reading, because I can this morning, and it's such a pleasure to be able to be in a different space of the energy as far as speed. I don't have to hurry it, but I certainly don't want to be taking overly your time as we share in the mornings. Everybody has what they need to be involved in and doing for your day. I do respect that. So Hilda, such a lovely reading. Thank you. Love and light to all. Thank you, Hilda. And spirits healing is in future too. Not as much doctors. Oh, I absolutely agree. We're going back to more as what the more natural way of healing. And that does involve the energetics, the energy and flow of that work as well. And take care from Mark. Thank you so much. You take care as well, Mark. So I love keeping an eye on some of your posts as well. Friend from older days. It's been a long time now, hasn't it? That's probably over 8, 9, 10, could be that many years online, purely online. And it's wonderful to connect in this way. It's almost like being the spiritual healers together, isn't it? Because you are in a similar field too. And people going to them future. Yes, exactly. We're using the spiritual healers more. And it's wonderful to see. And a lovely reading today from Michaela. It's been fun. I've really enjoyed being able to relax into it and not feel I've got to get going. And I shall be relaxing a little more into the day because of the heat, taking it a bit slower. I think it can be that message of being in the flow and awareness of what's happening in your body and around your environment in a more real, conscious way, rather than being on autopilot. And Mother Earth does remind us occasionally with weather happenings and events and other things that occur around us with spirit that we really do need to sometimes step back and take our time and open all the senses, how we see, hear, smell, touch. What's the other one? Now I've forgotten it. Isn't there 5? There's 6 senses, whatever. Anyway, use them all, being open and aware for what is new for us today as that old flows through. That we are bringing in wonderful energy in just being ourselves too. Clearing and cleansing, uplifting others around us, and being that healer together in this beautiful world. So, now where were the comments up to? There's been some more of you popping a comment in. There. Today could be a good day to head to the water and immerse. It would be if it wasn't quite so intense. At 41, I think down at the beach might be a wee bit too crispy critter out in the sunshine before you get into the water. Don't know. And I don't swim at Boomer Beach. There's a lot of rips through there, so I don't. Beautiful Horseshoe Bay at Port Elliot probably will be a bit busy today, or people might just stay inside with air conditioners. I love it. That's why I live near the beach. I love the sound of the waves and being able to go and look at them whenever I feel like it. Even if I'm not in them, I do swim at the local pool that's undercover. Love you all. Hugs from Jam. And everyone has to relearn. Oh yeah, there's a lot to unlearn. So true. Or it just continues in the flow. If we didn't have that we've learnt to unlearn, we wouldn't know where we are for what's coming ahead as well too. It's all been part of the process and in perfect timing. Sultanas are sweeter than grapes. I love that, Sandra. Oh, absolutely. But I like the moisture in the grapes. Sultanas can get overly sweet, the same as dates can. And the pool, yeah, I prefer swimming in the pool. I know there's no sharks there too, of the animal kind. Anyway, you love the beach too, Jam. That's great. Oh, Leanne, hi, how are you? Lovely to see you popping in this morning. Isn't it funny how the time has been allowed to share with many who I haven't seen for a while? I'm just on the finish too, Leanne, so I hope you stay cool today as well. And it was lovely chatting the other day. Was it only yesterday or the day before? I lose track of time. It's lovely though. Exactly, Jan. So look, I will leave it there because we do all have things to do, and I do respect your time as well too. Today's a 4 for me in the USA. It's that only 4 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius. I can't remember what your measurements are. They're Fahrenheit, aren't they? It's a 4 or a 4 numerology. Mark, I'm going to stay on until you answer that one. And Jam, your parents have a house in Spain by the beach. Oh, that'd be lovely because I think our area here where we are is probably a fairly close Mediterranean style of weather patterns too. Yep. Numerology. There's a go. Great. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Mark. I wasn't quite sure which one it was. So the numerology. And Hildy, you're at 6 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cold, but you are in Switzerland, so I suppose fair enough. So there's a fair bit of difference between... Hey, Mark, what's the temperature where you are? I can't quite remember. I really do need to put a world map up in place where everybody is. I'd love to do that when I have time. Does make it fun, doesn't it? Anyway, look, I better keep going. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. Just be the best you that you can be. Keep having fun and opening your senses to what Spirit does have for us as our messages. 15C. Cool. Still cold, isn't it? So between Europe and the USA, all of the Northern Hemisphere pretty much goes cold then. It's winter. I still don't understand fully. I mean, I do know the physics-ish, sort of basically, with the weather patterns globally, but not always. Oh, goodness. That's right, Texas. Yep. For Jam. Yeah. So that's nearer the equator, isn't it? Sort of. Yeah, but it's still a winter. Thanks, Leanne. Big hugs to you too. Hugs and cuddles, yes. Lots of change happening, isn't it? So, be the best you. I'm going now. I need breakfast too. And another coffee, I think. It's been lovely doing this morning's reading in such a lovely, relaxed way and meeting up with friends again. It's wonderful. So we'll move into the day today. Keep cool wherever you are. Keep warm wherever you are in whatever way you can. It really is that connection and relationship with each other that we're building and growing and helping all of humanity rise. We'll see you tomorrow, about the same time, I hope. Not too late, not too early. Thank you very much. kiss. Thank you, Jam. And namaste to everyone.